Hello, friends. Welcome to our Friday Village Gathering. Looks like we made it through another week, so it is time for your Friday weekly wrap up. I'll pull one card for the collective and individual cards for those who request to wrap up your week. How did it go? What did you do? What did you learn? And how do you go forward? I'm Christiana Gaudet. I am your Tarot Fairy Godmother, and I'm so happy to see you here today. I'm going to start with a huge thank you and shout out to Autumn Pond for reminding us, or being the first person that I see to remind us, what the collective cards were on Monday. The King of Pentacles, the Seven of Swords, and the Three of Wands reversed. And I remember this really clearly because, I pull those cards with some trepidation. And I was pleased when I saw the King of Pentacles. It went downhill from there. All right, let's see. How do we wrap up the week as a collective? Yeah, that's about right. Four of Cups. I think this week, there's a lot of things, right? I think very few of us are probably fully happy with everything in life right now. But we are learning to pick and choose. We are learning to avoid. We are learning to say, okay, well, if I have to choose, it will be this, not that. And this is an appropriate response. So, okay, we're doing what we need to do. There we go. Let's get on over then and start with some readings. And I'm going to start over on Instagram with Gypsy Grounded in Reality. So good to see you. Glad you're here. Another four, this time the Four of Pentacles. I think this week you have been paying attention to taking care of you. Pay attention to your job, pay attention to your bank account, pay attention to your well-being, and don't give others access to you if they don't deserve it. I think that's the energy here, and I think that's appropriate. Instagram, still on Instagram, we've got Spunky Funky Me. Good to see you. Here's a card for you. Chariot. Spunky Funky Me, this week you were on top of things. You used your skill, your mastery, and your ability to move yourself forward. Audrey M., so great to see you. This is my current workhorse. If you have a reading with me, on the phone, on Zoom, whatever, very likely I'm going to be using this. This is the mini Wiser. The Wiser Tarot is the weight image they've been recolored to make them more beautiful and more inclusive. And this is the mini version, which I really love. Do you like it? I like it. All right. Oh, Spunky Funky Me, you had the King of Wands on Monday and then the Chariot. You got it going on, my friend. You're good. I hope you're feeling that energy. That is great. So, Audrey, tell me what you think about this deck. This is like my favorite right now. All right. Hippie Pippy, so good to see you. Thanks for being a member for more than 2 years. Thanks for using members only emojis. We're going to do you, Pamela, and Pamela's daughter. And of course, Pamela is a member here as well. And in fact, Pamela is going to be in the house for our March Panera in Palm City. And speaking of Panera, I actually went ahead and almost made the same mistake that I made last year. And I almost scheduled the meetup for February 8th, which is the Super Bowl. Did that last year, don't want to do it this year. So if you've heard a rumor that we're meeting on February 8th, I started that rumor, but it's not true. We're going to meet on the 15th. All right. Oh, Audrey, you love the Wiser. You use the regular size all the time. There we go. Okay. Hippie Pippy. Here we go. We're going to do you, Pamela, and Pamela's daughter. Hippie Pippy. Knight of Pentacles. This week, you did a really good job just taking care of everything you needed to take care of. Was it fun? I don't know. Did it go easily? I don't know. But you did it. And that's the important thing. Okay. Pamela, thank you for being a member here. 7 of Swords reversed. You are on top of it. You're doing what you need to be doing. You are taking care of business and you are in your integrity. Nothing at all to worry about. You did a good job this week. And for Pamela's daughter, the 4 of Wands. I think you are working on creating greater stability for yourself and figuring out who your friends, your support, and your community will be. That's appropriate. Claire C., I want to say a huge thank you to you for the super chat. Thanks for being a member for more than 4 years. The Friday Frothy Beverage Fund. Thank you for generously giving us your time and wisdom. Well, my great pleasure, and thank you so much for that. I promise you I will make good use of the beverage fund. Thank you. Spunky Funky Me, I actually pulled for you as soon as I saw you, and it was the Chariot. So you started with the King of Wands, and then you got the Chariot. So mastery, leadership, moving in the direction you want to go in, it is all about being in charge of your own situation. Very well done, Spunky Funky Me. 64, Amy Penn. So good to see you over on YouTube. Your card on Monday was Strength Reversed. And now the Ace of Wands. So I put those 2 cards together and I could see some things that feel frustrating or maybe even angry making. Obviously, channel anger appropriately. But there's also something here about creativity and starting new projects and new journeys. So that could be a good thing. Over on Twitch, Gentle Monster, good to see you. 6 String Zen, are you a guitar player? So nice to see you. Let me know if you would like a card to wrap up your week. I'm happy to do it for you. Thanks for being here today. All right. Mix you ear, Michelle in Toronto, good to see you. You've asked for you and Barbie Bird. You are both members of this channel. I appreciate you both so much. Let's see. So we're going to do you first, Mix you ear. You started with the Page of Pentacles and now the Knight of Pentacles. So you're just like growing appropriately. That's what you need to know. This week, you have been growing appropriately. Oh my gosh. So it is really cold in Toronto right now. So sending lots of warmth and lots of love to our friends to the north and really everyone who's in the path of the storm too. Like there's a lot going on weather-wise right now. All right. So Barbie, you started with the Hierophant reversed and you're right here. So you started with the Hierophant reversed and now the 4 of Wands. So I love those 2 cards together because you're like, I mean, on one hand, it's like a Cartman from South Park with the Hierophant reverse, like, screw you guys, I'm going home. But what's at home? You know, so the idea of, I don't want to play with all of this, but I will play with all of this. Figuring out what makes you happy, what makes you feel secure, what makes you feel good. This is good. And Barbie, I'm right here feeling like I'm having a mini breakdown. Mix, okay. But just know that you are loved and you have community and you will figure this out, right? So enjoy your home for now, but recognize it'll get bigger. All right. Gentle Monster, I see your request. I'm coming to you in just one moment. I am going to go to Audrey M right now. So great to see you, Audrey. Thanks for being a member for more than 3 years. Thanks for using members only emojis. We missed you Sunday. We missed you Monday. And I'm so glad you're feeling better. Oh my goodness. Okay, here we go. Audrey. The Hanged One reversed. Audrey, you did exactly what you needed to do. Like, that is the bottom line. You did what you needed to do this week for your own body, mind, and spirit, for your own well-being. And you're taking charge of what you have to take charge of. It's good. It's appropriate. Okay. Now, Gentle Monster, so good to see you over on Twitch. Here is a card to wrap up your week. The Nine of Pentacles reversed. There is something here about feeling insecure. There is something here about whether it's financial, emotional. This week, I don't feel like you felt like you were in your strength. This week, Gentle Monster, I don't think you felt like you were in your confidence. So going forward, that's what needs to be fixed. You need to be comfortable in your own skin. You need to feel like you are on top of your game. So whether you are or are not at this point, you need to find a way to feel it. All right. Barbie says, have a warm and safe weekend, everyone. Oh my gosh, Barbie, back to my 4th lunch presentation without lunch this week. Work is rude. Good Lord. And Kay wants to know, is it your prediction this storm will actually be as bad as they're saying? So, true story. I worked in radio back in the day, and I know for a fact, back then anyway, we would exaggerate weather predictions for listenership, right? So I'm sure that is still done. So I am going to do this. Are the weather predictions going to be as bad as they say? Not necessarily. And we hope not. You know, we pray for everyone in harm's way. We hope everything's going to be good. And I think it may not be as bad as they're saying. We hope. All right. Let's keep it moving. With Laughing Cap. So good to see you. Thanks for being a member. You started with the Devil and came back for more. The King of Cups. Like, you put those two things together and that could be a very delightful devil, honestly. This week, I see you being a leader. I see you being kind and loving. But I also, with the Devil, like, there's a question, like, what are you attached to? And what does that have to do with your role as a kind, loving leader? Maybe a thing you have to lean into, maybe a thing you have to balance. Over on Instagram, good to see you. Magic with Hamza, thanks for being here. I see you too, Hector. Glad you are here. All right, here we go. Magic with Hamza. 3 of Swords, there has been some heartache and some disappointment and some need for healing. Like, that's a real thing, and I know that's something you're doing and something you're leaning into. This should not be a discouragement. It should let you know you're doing the healing you need to do. Hector, so good to see you. I'm going to assume that you would like a card as well. So this is for Hector Alfonso over on Instagram. The Hermit reversed. The Hermit reversed. So, I think this week, Hector, you did a good job with friends, family, and community. Being there for people that you care about and allowing people to be there for you as well. So there you go. Good job. Hey, Scorpio, good to see you on Twitch. Here's a card for you. 10 of Wands. Scorpio, I think this week was a little heavy, but I think you handled it well and did what you had to do. So, like, you deserve some ice cream or something for the weekend. Seriously, do something nice for yourself this weekend. All right. Vaishali, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Monday was the 3 of Pentacles. Now the King of Cups. And I think it's all about sort of finding your emotional regulation, which is what you've been working on and hopefully made some progress this week. Spirit Connections, so good to see you. Christine Hallowell, thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member and for using members only emojis. Let's see. You started with the 8 of Swords reversed and now the 5 of Pentacles reversed. And if there were ever 2 great reversals to have, it's these 2, and I'm pleased. So what's the story here? Spirit Connections, Christine Hallowell. The story is when we let go of anxiety, opportunities appear. When we look for opportunity, we see we have no need for anxiety, for there are plenty of opportunities around us. Well done. Okay, Roxanne, good to see you. You are in the queue. Salama, thank you for subscribing. We appreciate that. All right. Christina, so good to see you. Christina R. Thanks for being a member. Glad you're here. We're going to do you, your mom, and your sister. All right, here we go. Monday was Queen of Wands reversed for you. And now Ace of Wands. So I'm hoping that you're sort of finding your energy and finding the rhythm with the new job. Or it's just pissing you off, or both. Karen started with the 6 of Wands and now the Queen of Wands. Karen, I think you're starting to find a glimpse and remember who you are and why you're here and what you need to do. It's a good thing. And the 8 of Wands reversed for Kim, and now the 8 of Swords reversed for Kim. So 2 reversed 8s for Kim, I think is pretty much a sign that everything will happen in its own time. You can only do what you have to do, and time will take care of the rest. Not a Pro, so good to see you over on Twitch. Would you like a card for the, to wrap up the week that was? That's what we're doing here today. Would you like a card? LP, so good to see you. I can't remember the card, but you said I would get the job, and I did it. Yay, congratulations. It may have been the 9 of Pentacles. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. I've started negotiating salary. I'm hoping my love life improves now too. So everyone say congratulations to LP on the new job. So we started, we think, with the 9 of Pentacles. I think that's right. And now the Knight of Pentacles. So yeah, you got a job this week. Like, that's the thing. And so you're going to do everything you can to set yourself up for success here. And we are so excited for you. And everyone in the chat is saying congratulations to you. Yay. Very good. Vanna Not White, so good to see you on Twitch. Let me know if you'd like a card. Not a Pro, here we go, over on Twitch. 2 of Wands, you did a good job this week being open to the possibilities, thinking in a positive way, making goals, setting goals, thinking about plans and your dreams. Very well done, Not a Pro. Vanna Not White, good to see you. Thanks for being here. The Moon. This week may have been a little confusing. Your intuition may have been coming in strong, but there may be a lot of unanswered questions right now. Be patient and trust yourself to find the answers. It was chaos work-wise. Yeah. And there it is. And that's not your fault. You just kind of have to deal with it, right? There it is. All right. Smile Soul 20, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Here is a card for the wrap-up. Smile Soul 20, thank you so much for being a member for more than 4 years and for being a moderator. You get the 8 of Wands reversed. There may be ways this week that you are feeling really stuck. Going forward, do what you have to do, even if it's just doing something a different way. Do what you have to do to feel unstuck. Over on Instagram, so good to see you. Rids2, good to see you. And Allegiman, glad you're here. Okay, so I'll do both of you right now. Rids, Great to see you. A card for you. The Five of Wands reversed. You did a great job this week, intentionally not getting into it with people. This week, you chose peace. Well done. And in that, there may be some creative collaboration that could be really good. Now, for a Liegeman, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Here's a card for you. The Ace of Cups reversed. I feel like you're not feeling the love right now. Whether there is a problem in your love life or whether you're just not feeling happy or feeling well, you have to do what you need to do to nurture yourself and nurture your heart going forward. That's what's important. And sticking on over on Instagram, Anka K, good to see you. Thanks for being here. I almost didn't see you. Here is a wrap up for you. Knight of Pentacles, here you are just taking care of business. Doing what you have to do. We're not happy. We're not sad. We're just doing what we have to do. And sometimes that's the best way to go. So well done. Divya, I have not gotten to you yet. Good to see you. Jenna Perkins, so glad that you're here. Thanks for being a member. Ouch. Five of Pentacles. Now, you're up there in Connecticut, and like I recognize, it's been cold. It's been snowy. Kimmy was saying it's really cold where she is in New York. So this just could be about the weather, right? But what if it's not? Jenna, what if this week you might be feeling like you're not going to have what you want, or you don't have internally what you need to have to do what you need to do? Some way here you are feeling left out in the cold. Do what you have to do to recognize that you will have every opportunity that you want and need. Oh, Anka K, spot on as always, and the story of my life, taking care of business. Yeah, of course, you know, I'm old from the last century, so I have that Bachman-Turner Overdrive song in my head now, but I will do you the favor of not singing it. But people who were born near where I was born, age-wise, you know what I'm talking about, right? All right. Baby Cake, so good to see you. Thanks for being a member. I only assume it must be Monday or Friday or Saturday when Christiana does the reading. May I have a card, please? Now you're telling the day of the week based on my appearance. I'm like the weekly groundhog. Okay, good enough. It's Friday, and therefore I am wrapping up your week with the King of Cups. So have you noticed, Baby Cakes, that recently your cards have been taking a turn for the positive? Have you noticed that? I've noticed that, and I hope your life is showing up similarly. But one way or the other, this week, Baby Cakes, you showed up in the kindest, most loving, most decent way, and it made a difference for others. I hope it also made a difference for you. Oh, medium that rocks. Yeah, Kimmy, blah weather, grateful I can stay home. By the way, so sorry about our Bobby Weir. Yeah. I can't have this conversation right now, but thank you. Yeah, you're going to make me cry. Kimmy and I share love for the Grateful Dead. And of course, Bob Weir has passed away. So we're sad right now. So thank you. Oh, Heather, now you're singing it. Okay, at least it's you and not me. There it is. And yeah, we will have to come on here one day and talk about how awesome Bobby was and continues to be where he is now. And Kimmy, as a medium, can you talk to Bobby for us? Give a whole new meaning to talking to the dead. Anyway, K Talks Live. So good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. We appreciate you. Here's a card for you. 10 of Swords reversed. Not the easiest week. I don't know if this is physical, mental, emotional, financial, whatever, but you are feeling pressed and stressed, and I see it. But, you know, it's reversed, meaning that you can see the light. There is light. There is light at the end of the tunnel. Is there a lot of stress here? Yes. Will you be okay? Also, yes, and we are sending you a lot of love. Yeah, you know at Medium That Rocks, we will always have the music, and I'm a fan of Bobby's 300-year plan. 300 years from now, there will still be bands playing this music. All right. Oh, baby cakes, very exciting. I'm glad that I showed in a positive way, and my cards are turned for the better. I needed that desperately after this long stretch of job hunt. Very thankful every day. And feeling blessed. Well, we feel blessed too, and we feel blessed to have you in our village. All right, Teresa, so good to see you. Thanks for being a member for more than 4 years. And thanks for being a moderator and for using members-only emojis. Started with the King of Swords reversed. And now the Seven of Swords reversed. Here's the thing you need to know. Inside you is this always a feeling that you're not doing it the right way. Like, am I okay? Am I okay? Am I doing it right? Am I doing it right? And we know where this comes from. We know this is a trauma response. Your cards today are saying very clearly, your intellect, your integrity, your decisions, solid, doing the right thing. You are doing the right thing. You can relax and just know this. Beautiful Gemini Star, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member for more than 2 years and for using members only emojis. We have the Five of Wands reversed. This week, I think you did a good job collaborating with people who were not always easy to deal with. But in that, maybe coming up with some ways forward that will be good. Medium That Rocks, John Mayer is dead to me. I am fine with that. Yes, indeed. All right. DH, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member for more than 2 years. You started with the Six of Swords reversed. And now the Knight of Pentacles. Way to turn things around, DH. You did a really good job starting from this stuck place and then just being like, okay, I'm going to get on my horse and move forward. Maybe not quickly, maybe not easily, but you're doing it. Well done. Horse-drawn portrait, so good to see you. What a week. Seriously, I am well. I hope you are too. I will be happy to wrap you up. Horse-drawn portrait, thank you for your support of the work we do on Twitch. Can't get better than that, horse. Horse-drawn portrait, you get the Nine of Pentacles. This week, you did a great job showing up in a confident way. Showing up for yourself and for others from a place of strength and grace. Well done. Autumn Pond, so good to see you. Once again, thank you for reminding me of what the Monday cards were. Really appreciate you. Thanks for being a member for more than 4 years. And thanks for this feedback. Last week's reading was spot on. I was looking to leaders at work who turned out not to share my priorities and values, was able to adjust to this fact. Thanks. Well, thank you, and thank you so much for being here. All right. Here we go. Autumn Pond. Page of Pentacles. Yeah, here you are. Communicating, learning, adjusting at work, doing what you need to do and not letting it phase you. Like, I think we've got to get to a point with people where we're like, oh, okay, that's how you are? Okay, fine, I'm going over here. And I think you're learning to do that, and I think that really works. Well done. Lee Kenyon, nice to see you. Thanks for being here. You are in the queue, and who's next? It is Claire C. Claire, thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member for more than 4 years. I had the Eight of Wands reversed on Monday. Yeah, started with the Eight of Wands, and now the Hierophant reversed. Okay, everyone, here's where I'm going with this. I see the Hierophant reversed as the remedy to the Eight of Wands reversed. Like, okay, the energy is not moving the way we want it to, fine. I'll move it myself. I'll do it the way I know is right. I'll do it the way I want to do it. And that's the way I see you, Claire, this week. I feel like you have responded to some things you didn't like by just being like, Okay. Okay. I'm just going to do me over here, and that's what I'm going to do, and it's going to be great. So, good job. Oh, Teresa says that was an awesome interpretation. Thank you so much. Well, thank you. Wendy, you see that, Wendy, right? Okay, Virginia Sirwa, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Okay, Virginia Sirwa. I love this, wrapping you up with the Two of Cups. This week, you did a good job being loving to yourself and others. You did a good job. You did a good job with the healing power of love, whether that is feeling love from spirit or love from humans, one way or the other. This week, I think you know that you are loved, and that's important. Excuse me. All right. Excuse me. Not my voice coach reminding me that I should take sips of water when I'm doing this before I think I need it. Yeah, I'm working on it. All right. GM Marcus, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Sarah Frazetta drew death for me the other night on a live stream showcasing one of their decks. Wow. I love that. Excuse me, making me die over here. I feel kind of special, not gonna lie. Yeah, no, good. You should. LP, thank you. Okay, here we go. So GM Marcus, I'm just going to take that as a request. And which deck? That's the other thing I want to know. Which deck? Okay, GM Marcus. Page of Cups reversed. I'm wondering this week. If you had a hard time emotionally getting a handle on something, or if you were having a hard time having a conversation, like saying what needed to be said or figuring out how to say what needed to be said. One way or the other, I think going forward, it's about trusting your heart and trusting your voice and trusting that the voice can express the heart. Let me know what you think. Right, Wendy, we want to know which deck. I have a couple of Frazetta decks, and I don't usually use them on here, and I'm not sure why. Maybe I'll start. Okay, here we go. Divyan Shamishra, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Here's a card for you. The Chariot reversed. Okay, Divyan, this week, there's questions about how you're going forward. Whether it's a question about what you want or what is possible or how to do what you want. And the key is you have to feel like you have the ability, the mastery, and the agency to do what you need to do going forward. Oh, GM Marcus, thank you. It's the Los Scarabeo Frazetta Fantasy Tarot deck. Got you. Cool. All right, very good. Okay, Jazzy J, the Tarot Mage Game Cat. Good to see you. Thanks for being here. Couldn't make it on Monday, but actually pulled a card for myself and got the Wheel of Fortune, so we'll work with that. Starting with the Wheel of Fortune and ending with the Three of Cups, Jazzy J. I think you're learning to kind of roll with the punches. And you're also learning that there are people you can have fun with, and there are people you can deeply trust, and there is a Venn diagram on that. And the Venn diagram is not an overlapping circle. Oh, Lee, interesting. So Lee said that I was right for her too, since you just totaled your car this week, but you have one you like even more. But now the check engine light is on. I do have bumper to bumper service. What do you think? I think that's not even for the cards. I think you right away call the dealer and go back and get it looked at. Seriously. Oh my gosh. Craziness. Sorry. Okay. But you're still in the queue for a card, so we'll see. Okay, Melissa, thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member for more than 4 years. Thanks for using members-only emojis. You started with the 3 of Wands, and we are wrapping you up with the 6 of Swords. How do you get better than that? 3 of Wands, victory, 6 of Swords, sailing towards smoother waters, using your logic and your intelligence to get you there. You are moving forward, and this week, whether internally or externally, consciously or unconsciously, you made strides toward your goals. Beautiful, beautiful. All right. Candy B, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Okay, you and Marlon. Here we go. There we go, Candy. Candy, Hanged One. This week, I think you did a good job turning your attention where your attention can do some good, not putting your energy where you can't do anything anyway, and maybe learning not to let things that you have no effect on kind of stress you out too much. So there is sort of a spiritual and emotional healing here for you. And with Marlon, the Chariot, notice 2 major arcana cards. That's kind of cool. And here is Marlon really trying to move forward and be in a place of new balance and new mastery. Melissa, a big shout out. I was able to make the session with Kim, Medium That Rocks, last night. Such a lovely group, and she's a rock star. So, yes, this is the final week of the StaarCon 5 Afterglow. This weekend, like today, now, is what has been really the traditional StaarCon weekend. We're not doing StaarCon this weekend. And with the weather here, I'm so glad that we're not. That was one of the reasons we chose to move it off January, is we had a storm last year this weekend too. So Kimmy has been amazing throughout the whole StaarCon Afterglow, and she will continue to be amazing on StarCast and at StaarCon 6. I hope, Kimmy. I think you will be. I'm just like committing you, but I think you will be. Okay. Joanne Ellis, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. 3 of Swords reversed. Joanne, this is all about healing. Maybe it was a tough week, maybe it wasn't, but one way or the other, healing is the focus. And that's a beautiful thing. Lisa E., so good to see you. Here we go. Let's see. On Monday, you had the King of Wands and now the Tower reversed. I think you're learning that whatever life throws at you, you have the ability to handle it. And I think you're learning sort of how to keep things calm even when they're not calm. This is a good thing. This is a good thing. All right. And Jenna, this is your daughter Jenna, got the Star. And now the 2 of Pentacles. So I think you've figured out what you want. Now you're figuring out what you have to do to get what you want. This is not a bad thing. Over on Instagram, RKFBE, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. You get strength. This week, you did a fabulous job handling situations with wisdom and kindness rather than frustration. Very well done. Okay, over on Twitch, Shemaine, is that how I pronounce that? It's so nice to see you. Glad you're here, and here's a card for you. We've got the 9 of Wands. Oh, chow mein. I love it. That's fabulous. Chow mein. Okay, cool. Got it. Thank you. So, chow mein. 9 of Wands. This was not the easiest week, but you showed up for it well, even though it wasn't easy. Like, I think you need to be patting yourself on the back for showing up well in hard moments this week. And you may need a rest. You may need some healing. You may need to do something fun. So as soon as you can, go do those things. Okay, Graciela Garcia, so good to see you. We're going to do you and your husband, wrapping up your week. Graciela, King of Cups reversed. I wonder if there's something going on that is actually making you a little tired or sad or not feeling your best. Like, I feel like you need to pay attention to how you're feeling of body, mind, and spirit and take care of yourself. And for Ferdinand, oh, I'm sorry, it's Fernando. I've been calling his name wrong. He's not Ferdinand, he's Fernando. Please excuse me for that. For Fernando, Ace of Swords reversed. I feel like there is a conversation you need to have, new information that you need to gain. I feel like you're in a place of not knowing something or thinking you know something that you really don't or believing something that really isn't true. So there's something here that you will need to figure out. Good luck. Okay, the medium that rocks. So good to see you. Thanks for being here. And yes, in that interim, Kimmy has indeed committed to StaarCast. So fabulous. And StaarCon 6, very good. The medium that rocks. Thanks for being a member for more than 2 years. Thanks for using members only emojis. And we know that the medium that rocks is Kimberly Shore. All right. King of Wands, and now the Hierophant. See, like, you are just on top of it. You are on top of your game, doing what you need to do, and you are just working to keep doing that. You have stepped into a position of wise authority, and you're just going to keep using it. Okay, Wendy Robeson, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member for more than 3 years, for using members only emojis. Okay, and so we will remember when last we gathered, Wendy told us that she was going to a hypnotist to quit smoking. And Wendy now reports still not smoking. Hallelujah. Well done. Congratulations. Everyone send their energetic support to Wendy to continue this. This is a good trend you're on. You want to continue it. Freezing here in Oklahoma. I bet you are. I bet you are. All right, let's see. Did a card just drop and I just didn't even look at it and pick it up? Yep, that did happen. Okay, Wendy, here we go. It's not easy. It is not easy. Dealing with an addiction is not easy, and it's causing you to have to do other healing too. As you heal from this, you heal from other things at the same time. Allow that space. Allow the space for healing. That is the whole thing, and continue the journey. You go. All right, over on Twitch, suspicious username. So nice to see you. Thanks for being here. 6 of Swords, you did a great job this week, suspicious username. You did a fabulous job. A fabulous job moving yourself forward. And it is not neutral. It's not from here to here. It's like from worse to better. Moving yourself forward in a way toward improvement. I'm sick with the cold and taking kids to their appointments. Not easy, but this is good. You are doing what you need to be doing. Rest assured that you are taking care of everything, and this is good. And the CNA stuff, you got your scrubs. Congratulations. Well done. Well done. See, there it is, moving yourself forward. Jackie Masters, so good. So good to see you. Thanks for being a member for more than 4 years. Thanks for using members only emojis. Started the week with the Knight of Pentacles and now the Knight of Cups. So 2 knights. So what's that? The Knight is about pursuit. The Knight is about moving forward. The Knight can be about travel. But you started with the Knight of Pentacles, now the Knight of Cups. That's money and love. What else do you need? Basically, you're being told this week, Jackie, that you are pursuing everything you need. And you can guarantee that if you pursue, you will also receive. Medium that rocks, you're so sweet. You gave me the encouragement I needed. Best reading I ever had. I appreciate that. Thank you. But, I can give all the encouragement in the world. You're the one who has to do it. That's the end. That's the story. All right. It's me, Fairy. So good to see you. Thanks for being here. May I get 1 card? Yes, you may, Fairy. Glad you're here. Knight of Pentacles reversed. Something that did not go the way you wanted it to go this week. It could be about money. It could be about work. It could be about your way forward. But there's a little hiccup here. Your plans are not going as planned. That's okay. Adjust and move forward. Allow yourself flexibility. Oh, LP says, thank you for the nice wishes. Well, we are very excited for you. All right, Heather, so good to see you over there singing Bachman Turner Overdrive with me. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member for more than a year. Okay. Heather, wrapping you up with the 10 of Swords reversed. Well, we're glad for the reversal, but we wonder if this was a tough week. We suggest that you did the best you could to make it as good as it could be, and that you are really learning not to overthink and not to let other people's problems weigh you down too much. All right. Roxanne, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Roxanne. Roxanne has a question, which I'm happy to answer. We'll do the card and see what we think. Your question is, I haven't heard from my Virgo. How is he? And so wrapping up your week with the 2 of Cups, my guess is there is someone, I don't know if it's your Virgo or not, but there is someone who has been very interested in you this week. And so I feel like you will be hearing from someone very soon. Joyous Ocean, I have not done you yet. So nice to see you. Glad you're here. Okay. I did not do Joyous Ocean yet. No. But I'm keeping my eyes out for you now. Okay, Kimberly, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Here's a card for you. 9 of Cups. Kimberly, this week you did very well, I think. This is a card that suggests you're doing what you need to do to create what you want, which is perfect. Very well done. Very well done. Okay. And let's see, we've got MS Mahandi Art. Good to see you. Thanks for being here. Glad you're here. Here's a card for you. Oh, I see. I see, Joyous Ocean. Okay, I understand. I will come to you in a second. Okay, MS Mahandi. Knight of Cups reversed. So this week, I feel like you haven't maybe been at your happiest or haven't felt able to kind of be in pursuit of what you want and need. Let's turn this right side up so you can feel energized to go for it, to pursue the things you want. That's the important thing. Oh, Kimberly, awesome. I'm in the planning stages of creating something new. Yeah, it makes so much sense. Oh, so Joyous Ocean, I didn't see it. And did you go to YouTube Help? I'm going to say this to everyone. We know that YouTube has been having a hard time letting people comment. And if you have that issue, I've reached out to YouTube and they need to hear from you. If you're having that issue, you need to reach out to them, please, and let them know so they can smoke out what the problem is. And thanks so much for that. Okay, so Joyous Ocean, I haven't seen your request. So do you know the cards that you had? And what, if you can tell me your handle on Instagram, I can send, Gaudet will report to YouTube. Great. What is your handle on Instagram? Let us know and we can send, you weren't here on Monday. Okay, good. Okay, good. We got you. Easy enough then. I can do you right now. All right. So Joyous Ocean, thanks for being a member. For you, Dion, wrapping up your week with the 10 of Wands reversed. I think this week you did a good job with other people, whether that's work, family, friends, did a good job recognizing you're not an island and not being isolated. And for Jada, Strength reversed. This week, I think there was a lot that felt frustrating, and there may have been some difficult moments where you weren't sure what your response should be. That's okay. It happens. It happens. Just allow yourself some grace. All right. Thank you, Joyous Ocean. Appreciate you. Martha Vink, so good to see you. Thanks for being a member for more than 2 years and for using members-only emojis. Wrapping you up with the Three of Swords. There is a lot here that is hurtful, difficult, hard, and requires healing. And just as you're healing from thing A, thing B will come up. And so I think it's really about being aware of what you're feeling in any moment emotionally and honoring your feelings and being aware of them, because there is also joy and there are also really good things happening. It's just a lot. All right. Amy Villa, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Here's a card for you. Four of Cups. And, you are in a place of having to deal with some things that you would really wish never to have to be dealing with. And here you are. And I think you really are looking for messages from Spirit. And it's hard to hear that right now. But here's the thing. The time period you are in it's sort of unavoidable that you have to be in this space. Just know that you are surrounded by Spirit and you are loved. Like, that's the important thing in all of this. Heather, this is good feedback. A few weeks ago, you told me not to overthink a problem. That was applicable to a current long-term issue. I've been working the issue and letting it be as needed. I am feeling successful. In time, the wrinkle will unwrinkle. Yeah, there you go. Well done. There you go. Theranaya, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Wrapping you up with strength. This week, you did a really good job responding to happenings with as much grace and kindness as you possibly could. And that energy is infectious and it's good for you and everyone around you. Well done. Sarah F., so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member, Sarah. You got the 5 of Wands reversed. We're going to do you and Zach. Okay. You got the Five of Wands reversed. And now the Six of Wands. It's been a trying week emotionally, but you're doing a good job just staying logical and doing what you have to do anyway. So well done. Well done. You managed. Zach got the Ace of Wands reversed and now the Page of Cups. Zach, I think you did a good job kind of finding your loving heart in the space of not really feeling like you want to, if you know what I mean. You know, I think you found your energy where you were not, when you were not feeling very energetic. So well done. Hey, Group Tarot, Kate Mura, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Let me know if you'd like a card. So Amy Villa, we just did a card for you. And you have a question that I'd like to answer, and I'd like to go back to that Four of Cups that we pulled for you. Does my son want me to visit the scene where he died? With the Four of Cups, I'm going to say doesn't matter to him. He's with you wherever you go. He doesn't care about where it happened. He's just with you. But if it would feel better for you, like do it if you want to. That's really the bottom line. Do it if you want to. Okay, Group Tarot, good to see you. You are in the queue. Helen 895, good to see you. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for using members only emojis. The Moon reversed. Helen, this week you did a good job figuring things out. Whether it was magical or mundane, intellectual or intuitive or both, you did a very good job being smart. Ashley, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Ashley, 10 of Wands, heavy week. You did a good job taking care of everything you had to take care of, and it was not easy. But you did it. Well done. TJ and GA, so good to see you. Four of Swords reverse. No rest for the weary. This week, I think you were active, busy. Whether it was busy doing things you enjoyed or not, I am not sure. But you certainly did what you needed to do. Very well done. Oh, Jenna, good to see you. I got to you early. You'll find yourself early in the stream. Group Tarot, Kate Mura, here we go. Glad to see you. Okay. Group Tarot, Kate Mura, it makes sense. You're traveling right now and you got the Chariot. But we also recognize that the Chariot is about your own mastery, your own ability to learn different things, synthesize them, and move them together. And you're doing all of that. So well done, Kate. You are on top of it and in your power. AM, so good to see you. Thanks for being a member. Here's a card for you. The Hierophant reversed. AM, this week you did such a good job sort of thinking outside the box, figuring out what you think and what you want and what you need. You might need to get an authority to help you with something, but it is very important that you be in touch with who you are. And that's what you're doing. Well done. Okay, Ms. Pavon, so good to see you. Glad you're here. Okay, you have a specific question. Let me pull that card. The Fool reversed. It has not been the easiest week. And I agree that you could use some help here. And you're curious to know if either of these people on your mind will help you. There's no guarantee that either of them will, but I think you're in a position where you kind of need to ask everyone and welcome whoever's going to step forward. I think that's what you got to do. All right. Lee Kenyon. Here you go. So, Lee. The Hierophant reversed. So, you know, I feel like there's like how we follow the rules and how we don't follow the rules. There's when the rules help us and when they don't. And I feel like in very broad strokes, in a lot of different ways, whether as a writer or whether as someone trying to take good care of yourself, like you're trying to figure out what the rules are for you, how it works for you, not necessarily how it works broadly for everyone, but how it works for you. And I think that's good. Like that's something about learning about yourself as an individual. It's a good thing. And Rebecca Dusk, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. We appreciate you. Two of Pentacles reversed. I feel like this week has been a lot. Whether time, money, or energy, I feel like there have been some demands on you. And there may have been ways that you felt like you didn't have what you needed to handle those demands. But at the end of the day, Rebecca, you always do. You always do. All right. Are we at last call? Are we at last call? I think we might be. All right. So, my friends, last call. If you have not gotten your reading and you asked for one, it is definitely because I didn't see it and I apologize. Please reiterate your request. Tomorrow, I will be back at Mandel Public Library in West Palm Beach. I'll be there at 1:00, free tarot class, all levels. What that means is I won't be here. I'll be there. I won't be here. But then you know where I'll be. I'll be coming back here. And then along with Serena Fox at 5:30, I will be in the Excelivance Lounge for a final lounge session for the StaarCon 5 Afterglow. So you could catch me there if you have a StaarCon 5 ticket. When am I going to visit you in England? You know, I'd like to, but I have no plans. I have no plans. All right. So yeah, StaarCon 5 Afterglow this Saturday, 5:30 p.m. Serena Fox and me. Just to wrap up, we'll do some readings and it'll be cash, but it'll be fun. And we'll be talking about StarCast and StaarCon 6. So very exciting there as well. I do have openings for readings today. Tomorrow's a little tight. Sunday has openings. You can look for me to be live on Sunday at here. Well, I will be live every day, but you can look for me to be live here on Sunday. I appreciate all of you so very much. Thank you for being here. Thank you to the subscribers, the members, the moderators, everyone who is part of this village. Thanks to Claire for the super chat. I am so grateful to all of you, and I will look forward to seeing you all soon. Thank you so much.